Did you know that for as little as $1,395, you can drive a BMW M4 and some cheaper cars on the racetrack and learn some serious driving techniques from professional instructors, including food and drinks throughout the day. And that is BMW driving experience. You can book it from BMW website, click Discover, BMW driving experience, Introduction. Basically, you must be over 21 years old and have a full license. The cars you'll be driving are provided by BMW, and you cannot drive your own car on the racetrack. And you don't have to own a BMW to participate. Now go to courses. There are 3 courses available. Compact, a half-day event. Only cheap cars are available. 650. Advanced 1, a full-day event. And you get to drive the real deal, M3 and M4, and also some cheap cars, 1,395. After you complete Advanced 1, you can book Advanced 2. It is also a full-day event, but it is more hardcore and more expensive, and you won't be driving any cheap cars. 2,200. When you're ready, go to Book Now. Select the course you want. The one I'm going to is the Sydney Motorsports Park Advanced 1. Find the date that suits you and start your booking. Sydney Motorsports Park is 40 kilometers away from CBD, and you will probably arrive here from Brabham Drive. If it's your first time, be aware that this is not the entrance. You need to turn right at the roundabout and continue to drive on Fellows Road for about 1.3 kilometers. And turn left as soon as you can. And after 300 meters, turn left again. Then you'll find Gate A, and someone will be there to greet you. Continue to drive until you pass through a tunnel. Then you'll arrive at the main car park. You're supposed to arrive at 8, but if you're running a little bit late, don't worry too much. There's 1 hour for registration and breakfast before the mandatory safety briefing, which starts at 9. If you miss the briefing, then you're not allowed to participate. The first section of the day was to drive the M4 to find ideal cornering lines, figure out when to throttle and when to brake in the corners. The new M4 is a heavy car, 1.7 tons, and also very long, 4.8 meters, not ideal as a sports car. However, it is surprisingly easy to drive thanks to its massive power and the electronics.
150, come off the throttle, at about the 100 you start braking. We do all our braking in a straight line. We come off the brake pedal before we turn in, and then we just let the car coast. Now at this speed we're probably going to put on a little bit of throttle, but what we want to try and do is get around that corner without actually throttling. If you can do that, then you've mastered that corner, which is not easy.
At the straight line, the car can easily hit 200 kilometers an hour, but somehow my car was misconfigured with a speed limit of 170.
Try and stay on that one line so we end up getting a dry line. That's 100, a little bit of brake, turn it in.
That's why I was falling behind other cars and had to catch up by driving faster than I should in corners, and the backside was sliding out, and the electronics had to step in and correct me. In the next corner, I was braking too late and almost drove onto the grass. That was a bit scary. I don't want to become an M4 owner by accident.
The earlier we look where we need to go, your hands will actually take you there. Off the throttle.
I was too fast in the corner, and the DSC stepped in and saved me again. As you can see here, my GoPro was mounted on the chain of the helmet, and my sitting position was lower than usual because the helmet was taking some of the headroom. That's why the camera couldn't see too much of the track. Bummer. The next section was to exercise emergency brake in the X3 M4 Ti. It would help you to understand how ABS works and feel it when it's actually working. You're supposed to drive the car at up to 80 kilometers an hour. When the red light turns on, hit the brake all the way to activate ABS and turn at the same time to avoid hitting the cones.
Righto, Tom, come on down. Tom, 80 Ks. So big brakes, get the ABS active, and then steer lots. It's just through the gap. That's all you got to do. So that was still good, but not enough steering.
You broke at the right time. It was a good stop, but you turned at the right time, but just not enough. So the front wheels did this, and they had to do this. So a lot more turning of the wheel that way.
Got it.
All right,
Yep.
there you go, one
Thank
more.
you.
Good job.
Sorry about my camera setup. Let's watch it again for Andrew's turn.
Righto, Andrew. Oh, yeah. Huh? Whoever the next car is, I've found its sorts here, so come on up.
Why is this stopping so good? I was expecting you to go sailing right in there. All right, so I'm going to give you some later lights, okay?
Next, we're going to practice some slalom in the Mini JCW and M2. Slalom is driving through a winding course of traffic cones without hitting one. It's designed for testing a car's maneuverability and is a lot more difficult than it looks.
Oh, this one's fast too.
Yeah.
This one's fast.
Alright, so Tom Sawyer, we got Tom. Just come up a bit, Tom. Alright, when you're ready, mate. So your time last time was a 24:32. Nice casual for 24. So now if you go quicker than that, you'll be happy.
Good time, good time, yeah, good time.
Got carried away.
That's really good, that one. That would have been a really fast time.
Alright, Tom. So this is rear wheel drive, remember?
Yeah.
And if you want to go, if you're going to go in sports mode, make sure you're in second gear. If you leave it in first, you'll go nowhere. When you're ready, I'll be here. No, it seemed really slippery.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's getting slippery out there.
Got it. Thanks.
Perfect. What'd you get? 25, but you hit it home.
Our lunch is prepared in this catering van. I got some beef, barramundi, cauliflower, bread and some salad. In the afternoon there was some dessert and coffee. First section in the afternoon is to experience oversteer with DSC on and off. This is with DSC on. Now DSC off. My turn with the DSC on. The system applies brakes as soon as the car starts to spin.
Get into it, Tom, let's go!
This time with the DSC off. It allows the car to oversteer.
So just be careful of your speed on the way in, Tom. There you go, and just plant your foot, let's see what happens. Oh, yep, everything's definitely turned off.
I was expecting the instructor to teach us how to hold the oversteer. Like this. But I guess it's for advanced 2 course. Next we get to drive the X3 M40i, the 4-wheel drive SUV, on the track. speed up to 200k with no effort in a straight line. And it's surprisingly easy to drive as an SUV. To be honest, it doesn't feel like an SUV, but more like a sedan, thanks to its firm suspension. And the four-wheel drive just makes it so easy to drive in the rain. The instructor is driving a rear-wheel drive and is struggling to keep its head straight. I am so impressed. I also had some laps in the M2 competition, but my GoPro was dead. To sum up for the day, I was expecting this event to be more like a driving course. Unfortunately, it wasn't. They didn't teach us how to drift, nor did they allow us to drift on the track. After all, this event is exactly what it is called, a driving experience. The purpose of this event, I believe, is to give you a chance to fully test the cars before you make the decision to buy them. For anyone who loves driving, I would highly recommend this event. $1,400 may seem like a lot, but if you think about the cost for booking the track for the whole day, renting the M cars, hiring the instructors and the supporting staff, gas and tire wearing, food and drinks, it's a bargain. Also, you get to meet people with the same hobby, share some views and exchange some knowledge. I will definitely come back for more. Speaking of which, the Advanced 2 course is only available in Phillip Island in Melbourne. Guess I'll have to plan my trip to Melbourne in the near future.